Last night, we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said, the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent?
Caitlin Clark made history by becoming the first WNBA player ever to be named Time's Athlete of the Year. This was a major achievement, not just for her, but for the whole league. It was seen as a huge moment for women's basketball, celebrated by fans, players, and analysts alike. But instead of just praise, Clark's recognition stirred up some surprising criticism, both from fans and even from people within the WNBA. Original clip. Sheila Johnson, co-owner of the Washington Mystics, openly criticized Caitlin Clark's recognition during a CNN interview. She suggested that Time's Athlete of the Year award should have gone to the entire WNBA, rather than just one player. Johnson worried that focusing on Clark might create tension among other players in the league. Her comments quickly sparked backlash on social media.
It has taken the WNBA almost 28 years to get to the point where we are now. And this year, something clicked with the WNBA, and it's because of the draft of the player.
So, what exactly did Sheila Johnson say? Why has her criticism been called divisive and harmful to the WNBA? And how has Caitlin Clark responded? Let's dive in and take a closer look.
It's just not Caitlin Clark. It's Reese. We have so much talent out there that has been unrecognized, and I don't think we can just pin it on one.
Sheila Johnson's remarks about Caitlin Clark during her CNN interview didn't sit well with analysts, who quickly pushed back. Instead of celebrating Clark's historic Time Athlete of the Year award, Johnson argued that the honor should have been given to the entire WNBA to avoid causing tension. She also touched on racial issues, suggesting that players of color with similar talent haven't received the recognition they deserve.
Singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
One critic described Sheila Johnson's comments as embarrassing, pointing out that awards like MVPs and Time's Athlete of the Year are meant to recognize individual accomplishments. They argued that suggesting the entire league should share the spotlight takes away from what makes these awards meaningful. Additionally, they highlighted how stars like Caitlin Clark play a key role in bringing global attention to women's basketball.
Just like in basketball and sports, people get awards. They get the MVP. They don't give it to the league. There's the most valuable player. They get singled out. It's not a participation trophy. It's not an equal opportunity thing.
Another analyst took issue with Johnson for reinforcing the jealousy narrative that Caitlin Clark has worked hard to challenge. In her interview, Clark had made it clear that there was no resentment among her teammates, emphasizing the respect they have for each other. But Johnson's comments seemed to bring up the very tension Clark had been trying to eliminate, leading to backlash throughout the sports world.
Her whole Time interview was talking about how trying to clap back at the fact that she was being targeted and people were jealous of her and bitter towards her. And now the freaking Mystics owner has just proved it.
Johnson's perspective also faced criticism. One commentator called it insulting, explaining that Caitlin Clark is a star because she's changing the game, shooting from 30 feet, breaking records, and drawing millions of viewers. They argued that all of this comes down to her skill.
This is a WNBA owner has just said Caitlin Clark is big because she's white. No, because she's shooting the ball from 30 feet. She's literally shooting the ball from 30 feet. This is the reason why the WNBA has failed. People like this are the reason why the WNBA has failed.
Others noted that Johnson failed to recognize Caitlin Clark's true impact on the WNBA. Clark is boosting attendance, TV ratings, and interest in the sport. Rather than questioning her recognition, they argued we should be celebrating everything she's brought to the league. Analysts concluded that Johnson's remarks misrepresented Clark's accomplishments and set back the WNBA's progress. As one put it, Clark isn't the problem, she's
It's been couched, hasn't it? The Caitlin Clark effect. Why do you think that has been the case?
Well, I want to be very diplomatic about this. It's just the structure or the way media plays out race. I'm going to be very honest. I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented, and they never got the recognition that they should have. And I think right now, it is time for that to happen.
As analysts analyzed Sheila Johnson's comments, fans quickly took to social media to stand up for Caitlin Clark. Their reactions ranged from sarcastic humor to strong support for her role in the WNBA. One tweet poked fun at the hard feelings argument, suggesting the league should just eliminate all awards and give them to everyone. Another pointed out that no one from the league had come to Clark's defense, raising questions about why her fanbase might feel there's jealousy within the league. Fans also pointed out Clark's impact on the sport. They noted that 31% of the Mystics' total attendance for the 2024 season came from games against Clark's team. Her presence consistently filled arenas and attracted huge TV ratings, with 19 of her regular season games drawing over 1 million viewers. Les Sparks guard Lexi Brown also spoke out, calling it insane that her team had to switch to a larger arena to accommodate games against the Fever. One viral post summed up the sentiment perfectly. A WNBA player gets Athlete of the Year for the first time ever, and higher-ups in her league are asking, why not someone else? The backlash wasn't just about defending Clark, it was about celebrating her impact. Her recognition was seen as a victory for the entire league, showing that women's basketball is growing and thriving.
We all need to sit down, and I think our leadership with our commissioner, she needs to sit down and even bring a psychologist in, I don't know, but talk to the players and how we resolve the issues that we're going through. Because not only what's going through with the WNBA is happening in society as well.
While fans rallied behind Caitlin Clark, her actions speak volumes about why she's so celebrated. Beyond her record-breaking performances on the court, Clark has consistently demonstrated humility, generosity, and leadership, qualities that make her a true role model in women's basketball.
How you feel or how you respond to some of those criticisms when you have to deal with something that it's really not your problem. Like, I feel like it's them looking in a mirror a little bit, but it still comes down on your shoulders.
I feel like I always have had really good perspective on everything that's kind of happened in my life, whether that's been good, whether that's been bad. And then obviously coming to the WNBA, like I've said, I feel like I've earned every single thing that's happened to me over the course of my career.
Take Caitlin Clark's decision to refuse participation in an ESPN series focused solely on her college career as an example. She made it clear that she wouldn't move forward unless other players were included, which led to the addition of Camila Cardoso and Kiki Rice. This showed her commitment to lifting up her peers. Then, during the WNBA season, Clark made an impressive move by advocating for spot bonuses for opposing players whose teams benefited from the high ticket sales generated by her games. Fans weren't exaggerating when they called her the real deal. Original clip. Caitlin Clark's actions prove she's dedicated to including and uplifting others, directly challenging Sheila Johnson's claims about hard feelings. Off the court, her character is just as impressive as her game. After a demanding college season, Clark transitioned smoothly into the WNBA, playing heavy minutes without complaint. "I'm lucky to do what I love," she told *Time*. Instead of resting on her accomplishments, she set new goals to improve her strength, mid-range game, and mental toughness to handle tougher defenders.
Been enjoying a little bit of a break. I played basketball for literally a year straight. I played like 82 games. I didn't miss a game from college to the pros, which is basically an entire NBA season, and I didn't really come out of many games either. So it was long, but I'm very fortunate and grateful. But I feel like I can just continue to improve.
Caitlin Clark's impact on the league goes far beyond her on-court skills. It's about how she uses her platform. She consistently highlights the contributions of her peers, praises her teammates, and celebrates the achievements of her rivals. This approach has made her a fan and media favorite, positioning her as the WNBA's most relatable and inspiring figure. While Sheila Johnson's comments cause division, Clark's actions promote unity. Her leadership isn't just about playing basketball, it's about helping elevate the league as a whole. If her rookie season is any indication, she's on track to reshape the narrative of women's basketball for the better.
You just have bad days, and there's days where you don't want to talk to anyone, but somebody comes up to you and this is their 10-second interaction with you, so you better smile and be kind. But at the same time, it's just like you just want to be normal sometimes.
Original clip. Sheila Johnson's comments didn't just target Caitlin Clark. They highlighted deeper issues within the WNBA's leadership and its struggle to fully support its stars. Many fans and analysts saw her remarks as a missed opportunity for the league to celebrate a historic moment and showcase its top talents. A major issue is the WNBA's silence. Despite the backlash, the league hasn't publicly supported Clark, which hasn't gone unnoticed by fans. Some are now questioning why her fan base feels there's jealousy within the league. This lack of support only emphasizes the division within the WNBA, whether due to rivalries or differing priorities.
Rookie had more assists than any player ever, generated more points than any player ever. Made first team all WNBA, rookie season. Led the Fever to the playoffs, rookie season. It's just sad. It's just sad at this juncture. Why backlash for helping to grow the league and getting others shine? Do people get mad when LeBron James or Tom Brady is put on a cover? No, it should be the entire NFL or the entire NBA.